I was joking with a friend the other day, and I know it had to be the Holy Spirit because it was too beautiful. It made too much sense for it to be me. And it hit me. I get to FaceTime the world every day. I get to FaceTime the whole world every day. As a little girl, God used to speak goodness over me, and I never understood fully. I trusted. I grew up in a home that loved God, and the other side of that home loved to hurt me. It was abusive. It was not good. I married into the same. I never knew. If you would have told me one day I would get to FaceTime the world, well, I wouldn't have believed you, because FaceTime wasn't a thing. Cell phones weren't even a thing. Just landlines, and if you were lucky, a corded phone or cordless phone or a car phone. But I wasn't old enough to drive. If you would have told me one day, Brooke, so many people will have you on their screen. What's a screen? Or one day you'll get to talk to people face to face on a phone. You can't do that on a phone. I never would have believed you. God set me aside for such a time as this. Maybe God gave you a promise that you don't understand. Maybe He's speaking goodness over your life in one of the hardest seasons that you've ever known, and it's hard for you to believe that God's promising you anything. And all you can think of is that nothing is waiting on you. Well, I'm living proof, honey, that everything and everyone is waiting on you. I get to FaceTime the world every day. It was so special what God had asked me to do, set aside for me to do, to reward me, and not only to reward me, but to allow me to work at His feet. Like, what an honor that it hadn't even been invented yet. What if what God's called you to do was so special it ain't even been invented yet? So probably is hard to receive if you don't even understand it, because it's not invented yet. When I tell you that I am an example of the mercy of God, I mean it. God had mercy on me. It's why I'm alive. It's why I'm here to tell my story. It's why I can tell you that hope does wait around the corner. Don't let anyone ever tell you that it doesn't, because you're going to poke your head around a corner one day and hope is going to take you by surprise, just like it did me. Thank you for loving me enough and trusting me enough. As a shepherd, it is the highest honor to know that I get to FaceTime the world, and the world FaceTimes back because it trusted me. And that must mean that people can see Jesus in me. And if people can see Jesus in me, then that must mean that I've did my job right, that my life has been worthwhile, and yours will be too. Hold on a little longer. God's not done with me, and He sure ain't done with you either.